Hey guys, it's Kai here. So, sorry that it's taking me this long to put a video out. I've just gotten enough time to actually sit down and do said video. So, here it goes. The problem with kids these days. I'm sorry if this offends anybody, or if you don't like what I'm about to say, or if your opinion is entirely different. That's fine. That's your opinion. Here's mine. The problem with kids these days is that they, one, don't go outside and play enough. Two, spend way too much time on phones and tablets that they're getting at too young of an age, in my opinion. And three, this is the part that might offend everyone. Kids don't get enough spankings nowadays. When I was a kid, how I grew up was if I mouthed off or was disrespectful to anyone who deserved my respect, I got, a nice little pop. It wasn't a beating. It wasn't child abuse. It wasn't anything like that. I got a spanking. I did something bad. I didn't do that again. Kids these days, they don't really get that. They don't get the discipline that they need, so they just kind of run wild. And a lot of kids these days do not have manners whatsoever. No, none. When I'm working and I'm running a shop and I come across a kid who actually has manners, I talk about that to everyone else I meet that day, because it's a really rare thing to find nowadays, children with manners, and I love finding children with manners, because that just makes me feel all warm inside. Be like, oh my goodness, this kid actually said please and thank you, yes ma'am and no ma'am, and was very respectful without being prodded to do so by their parents. They already knew this is what you do. So, I like that. Another thing, kids these days with phones and tablets, I've seen 3-year-olds with their own personal tablets. Not the ones that are meant for kids, the ones that are designed specifically for adults, like iPads and the Galaxy tablets, and one 3-year-old I met actually had their own Surface Pro. I really don't think that children that young should have access to things like that without, it being owned by a grown-up. I don't think kids should own electronics like that. I also don't think children should have cell phones until they're, 14, 15. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 16. Now kids these days are getting iPhones at 6. Something's not right there. It's just that's just not right. It's not. Kids are staying inside on their phones or on their video game consoles, and they're not going outside enough. They're not playing enough. And that's the problem with kids these days. They need to go outside. They need to play, because if they can spend time exerting all of that energy, then they're not that bad to deal with later. So they become calm and actually reasonable when kids go outside and play. Now, I'm not saying, video games are bad. Don't let your kids play video games. Video games every once in a while, that's cool. That's awesome. But if your child immediately goes from the front door, from getting home from school, straight to a video game console and doesn't get off of it until dinner time, they're not doing their homework. They're not. They're playing video games all day and being antisocial, which, for some people that works, most people not so much. It's not healthy for a child to sit in front of a TV screen all day. No. They need to go out and play, like, tag or kicking a ball or basketball or something, just throwing a baseball back and forth to each other. That's physical activity outside, it counts. Alright? But yeah, so I'm gonna sum it up here, because if not, I'm just gonna start ranting about the same things over and over and over again, and that'll get boring. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is, because I really would like to hear it. I like everybody else's opinions, even if it's not mine. Also, like, subscribe, do the things, tell your friends, make them do it. Yeah. Alright. Bye, guys.